So we're going to do a video on AR verbs, and should be really helpful for you in your Spanish journey. And I'm going to talk about why it's helpful to learn these verbs and how it's going to be really helpful for you in speaking Spanish. Everything's going to come together over a little bit of time and with a little bit of dedication. So this is an AR verb, bailar. It means to dance. It's an AR verb as an AR because it ends in AR. In Spanish, there's 3 types of verbs: AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. And we'll talk more about that. So it means to dance, and this, bailar, the whole thing is called the infinitive. I don't need that. It's called the infinitive. It's called the infinitive because it still has infinite possibilities. We can still conjugate it, at least that's how I interpret it. We can still conjugate it in a lot of different ways. And I'll show you what it means to conjugate a verb, okay? So this is the infinitive, but this part right here, the part before the ending, the part before the AR in this verb, this is called the stem. Or in Spanish, la raíz. And basically that means, like, this is kind of silly, but like you have a flower, right? All the stems of flowers more or less are the same, you know? But each flower is different, right? And the reason I'm saying that is that the stem, just you look at this, the stem is always supposed to stay the same. And when we conjugate the verb, the stem in regular verbs stays the same. So this is kind of going to stay as a constant when we conjugate the verb, okay? And then we have infinitive, stem, and this is basically the ending of the verb. The ending, that one's simple, okay? Now, let's move on, and I'm going to actually draw the verb chart. I'm going to show you how you can use that, okay? And this was just a nice quote. I was listening to something the other day, and the speaker said, "You have no idea what your potential is." I know a lot of people get scared when they're learning a language, like, oh, this is never going to work, I'm never going to learn. But you have to just believe, you know, go slowly, consistency over time, diligence. You have to believe you have no idea what your potential is. You could, you know, I was telling one of my students the other day, you could be the next Cervantes, you know, you could, who knows how much you'll learn, okay? So just be excited about your possibilities, and who knows what's going to happen. But let me just erase this. I'm going to need some more space. So it's just to review: infinitive, stem, ending. Just get rid of that. So now we're going to have our verb chart, and I'm going to do it like this to make it big. So this is the singular side, and that's going to be the plural side, and I'll show you what that means. Okay, I'll just get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to put singular, and then over here, plural. Okay, so this is still bailar, to dance. Just checking the time. Okay. And so this is first person singular, like I, right? I dance. First person, it's called first person, like if you read a book in first person, like I went to the store, or you write your diary in first person. I, you know, had a great day today. It's first person because you're the closest person to yourself. First person. That's kind of the meaning behind the word. If you're talking to someone, like I'm talking to you, right now you're second person. If there's someone over here, this is third person. First person, second person, third person. And so this is going to be second person singular. Like I is one person, right? So that's why it's singular. You are one person. one person. This is going to be third person singular. I know sometimes when they teach Spanish, they don't use these terms. They just say like I, you, he, she, it. The only reason I think these terms can be helpful. Even in the beginning, they can be a little bit intimidating, but over time you use them and it's not a big deal. So the terms would be, for I, the word for I is yo. Say it, yo. And the term for you is tú. And there's an accent. When it means you, there's an accent. And then we have he, she, and this technically isn't third person, it's actually second person, but it conjugates in this space. It's usted. Usted means you, but it's you with respect. It's a formal you. In some languages, there's a you just use with your friends, people you know, and there's another more formal way to address people. And in Spanish, that word is usted. Oh, I kind of did it wrong. Okay. He, she, you. That's usted. For he, the word is él. And it has an accent. For she, it's ella. Ella. Okay? So we have that set up. Now I'm going to go jump on this side. And I'm going to do nosotros. We is nosotros. And again, this is first person plural. Because if I'm just talking about me, I is one person, that's singular. But if it's like we, me and my friend, that's we. So now it's plural. Nosotros. We. Okay? So, let me just... oops. There we go. So that's that. We, nosotros. And then we're going to move to this one. This space here, it's only used in Spain. It's kind of like you all. It's you plural, okay? And the word for that is vosotros. Vosotros. And then over here, at the bottom, we have, and again, I didn't mention this, it's second person plural. And then this one would be third person plural. And it would be like they, right? So for they, we have a term for men, like they as a group of guys, they and a group of girls, and I'll show you. So it's ellos. Ellos is all guys, but it can also be a mixed group of guys and girls. If it's a mixed group, it just defaults to the ellos, the male, the masculine form. There's ellas, which is all girls. They, and you're referring to girls. And then we also have here, for you all again, ustedes. You might say, wait, hey, you, that's second person. But that's just where it conjugates. That's just the way it works. And I'm going to show you the conjugation. So far, so good. And then, so remember, what's our stem? Go ahead and answer if you know. If you said bye, you're right. So we need to take our stem. Remember, the stem stays the same? So I'm going to put that in each box. Some people ask, why do we learn grammar? And you're going to show, it's like a, I want to say it's like an algorithm. I want to say it's once you have the code or how to do it, you just have to plug it in. I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but once you know what the pattern is, you know what you have to do. And you'll see this. So that's my stem. It's the same. This is a regular verb. But in English, you say I dance, you dance, And the only thing that changes is like the third person singular. He dances. You add an S. We dance. They dance. There's only one change, so that's easy, right? But for Spanish, each one of these, whether it's I dance, you dance, he dances, it's a different word, okay? So you kind of have to memorize that. That's why, you know, it just takes a little time to memorize it, but it's not too bad. So, let me grab this. The ending for the I position, the first person singular, is O. Yo bailo, I dance. Yo bailo, I dance. And do it with me. Yo bailo. For you, it's tú bailas. Tú bailas. Tú bailas. You dance, okay? For he, it's él baila. Él baila. He dances. She dances. Ella baila. You, the formal you, I'll just put down here formal. You use this with maybe older people, people you don't know, showing respect. Usted baila, you dance, okay? O-A-S-A. Nosotros bailamos. Nosotros bailamos, we dance. Vosotros bailáis. There's an accent. You all dance. Vosotros bailáis. That's again used in Spain. It's only used in Spain. In a lot of schools, especially like maybe in the States, United States, sometimes they don't even teach vosotros because it's only used in Spain, and yeah. So there you go. But they just kind of mention it. And then they is ellos bailan, A-N. So it's O, as, a, amos, ais, an. And these are the endings. And then for all regular AR verbs, you just change the ending. You put the stem, then you add the ending, and you can, you know, use that verb. So it's actually very helpful to learn grammar. And we're going to keep looking at that. So, is there anything else I wanted to say? Yo bailo, tú bailas, él baila, nosotros bailamos, vosotros bailáis, ellos bailan. So this is general verb, just a breakdown of how to do it. I'm going to make more verbs on the ER verbs, IR verbs. And I'm going to make another video just like practicing these things, giving you opportunities to practice. So, I think that's the end of our video. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. And I hope you liked the video. If you like it, great. And if you have any questions or suggestions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.